Hey everyone, my name is Jamie Lee. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video today. Now today we're back with another Cupshe haul and review. Specifically this time I've got tons of really cute little swimsuits, all different coverage options, one pieces, bikinis. We'll take a look at everything. And I have some pieces from their newest collaboration with Kelsey Anderson. Now I'm going to admit something here that will probably make me very non-relatable. I haven't had cable TV since I was 17 years old. And I don't really have many streaming services because I just don't watch a lot of TV. So I have never seen The Bachelor. I believe that that is what Kelsey is from. And for that, Kelsey, I apologize. I've never seen it. However, I am definitely ready to try on a bunch of pieces from her collaboration and see how they are. I always love when Cupshe releases new collabs because I feel like we often get a bunch of really unique new styles. And along with all of the new swimwear that they release during collabs, they usually also do a bunch of little like clothing and vacation outfit pieces as well. So I've got a couple of dresses from that collab, some swimsuits, and then just a bunch of other swim and cover up options for us to take a look at today. And like always, I do want to disclose that Cupshe sent me these pieces free of charge. That does not mean I only need to say nice things about them. I pride myself in delivering brutally honest reviews and always sharing my unbiased opinion about everything. This also means that there will be a discount code that you can use that will be down in the description box for you so that you can save a little bit of money if you do want to pick up anything from Cupshe. I will also share the name of each piece I'm wearing in this video along with what size I got, what color I got, and a link to that specific item down in the description box. You can find all of that down there if you do want to check anything out. In general, I think it's clear at this point, I really like Cupshe. I love that you can get affordable swimwear in a super wide variety of options. They also carry plus size swimwear, vacation dresses, and little outfits, swim cover-ups, so they have quite a lot of selection, really affordable pricing, and I especially love that they have such a wide range of like different coverage options for your bum. They've got tummy control pieces, they have suits with a ton of lift for people with larger busts, really a crazy wide range of swimsuits that I don't think you really see other places. And with that, I say let's just jump right into it. I do want to show the Kelsey Anderson collab pieces first since they are the newest, and then we'll go into everything else after that. So I've got two dresses from the collab. We'll talk about them first, then move on to the swim. First off, we've got this really pretty white sundress. I thought that the silhouette of this was super interesting, so of course I had to try it out. You can see on me, it is very, very long, fully on the floor. I am only 5'1", so if you're a little bit taller, it will probably be just off the floor for you. For me, I will need a pair of heels to wear this for sure. It has a super floaty, really pretty wide skirt. Then you can see that the entire bodice portion of this is smocked down to a drop waist. This silhouette is absolutely everywhere right now. People are loving the drop waist. I think that this is actually a pretty approachable way to do a drop waist so that you don't have to worry about it being quite so clingy to you. The smocking is kind of bumpy enough on its own just by the nature of how smocking is made that you don't have to worry about it feeling like super, super clingy to you and like highlighting any insecurities. That smocking also means that it does definitely like help highlight your body shape, which is nice. And it actually like stays in tight to your waist. I think this one looks quite cute. Once again, I love that super wide skirt, especially. I think that's so pretty. It does have a true tie here on the bust, so you can kind of cinch this in or have it more open just depending on what you like. And then this dress does have adjustable straps and that smocking continues around to the back. Overall, I would say this is really pretty. If you're going on like a honeymoon vacation, or maybe you have a bridal shower coming up or any like bridal activities, this screams like cute bridal moment to me. And I also think if you just love wearing white, this would make a great little sundress or vacation dress. Next up, we had a dress that looked unlike any dress that I personally have ever tried, so I had to try it out. And that is this strapless dress that is this kind of thick, almost scuba material on top, and then a more like cottony white skirt at the bottom. I thought this was very, very unique. I got a size medium in this and it's fitting definitely very well across the chest. I'm just wearing like one of those bandeau style strapless bras under here, and I think that that's working great. It definitely looks quite good. Very, very cinching across the waist, and then it kind of puffs out to this much looser cottony skirt. I think this will be a a love it or hate it type thing. I like it way more than I was expecting to. I don't 100% know where I will wear it, maybe to like go get dinner and drinks with some friends, but I do think that it is quite cute. You'll definitely have to let me know how you feel about this one. I think this will be a little bit more divisive than like a pretty little white maxi dress. Definitely very different, but once again, I like it. I wasn't sure if I would, but I do. I think it's very cute. All right, next up we have the two bathing suits that I got from the Kelsey Anderson collab. First, I got this little gingham one. Now, they had this gingham print in both a bikini and also in a one piece. I feel like they would both be very adorable, but I got the bikini specifically because of this little bow in the front. I thought that that looked super, super cute. Now, something really great about Cupshe, when you get bikinis like this, you can pick your size in both pieces, but you still buy it as like a set usually, and I just really prefer that. There's nothing more annoying than like searching, trying to find the matching bottoms, or having to get the same size in both pieces. That's also awful. So I really appreciate that you can kind of mix and match sizing. Now this top can be strapless, so you can take off these little straps if you want and just have it fully strapless. For me and the size of my chest, I would absolutely need the straps for it, but I do think that it's cool that it's adjustable depending on what you like. I sized up to a large in this. I usually get a medium in most suits at Cupshe. It kind of just depends on the reviews and the style, because I really wanted my boobs to fit in here, and luckily they do, so I'm glad that I did size up. Now this does have adjustable straps if you choose to keep the straps, and it also has an adjustable band, so I have the band tightened up a little bit, and I do think that that is helping to provide me with a little bit of extra support in here. Obviously we have the really cute little gingham print, but then we also have a little tiny bit of lace trim on the edges as well. I think that that's just so cute. This entire bikini to me, very cutesy. I definitely like it. The bottoms on this one, definitely very, very cheeky. You'll find, I think most of this collection was quite cheeky. They're also more of like a mid-rise versus being like super high or super low. I like a mid-rise. I'm happy with that. The leg is a little bit more high cut, which I always really prefer. And then they do have that same little bit of lace trim around the edges. I think that looks adorable, but also, and very importantly, it's not scratchy. I hate when there's a lace trim on something, but it scratches you all day. Not worth it. This one, I don't even feel that unless I'm literally running my finger over the top. It's not actually sitting like flush to your skin, if that makes sense. So overall, definitely a very cute first bikini to start with. I love this. I think it's super cute. Like always, let me know in the comments what you think, but this one for me is definitely a keeper. All right, next up I got a one-piece option that, once again, it just looked a little bit interesting, a little unique, had to try it. The thing with this one that I thought was kind of interesting is it has these little chains, and I was concerned about how this was going to work, but these are actually completely removable. So you put these on yourself afterwards. They're just included, and it's super easy. It's essentially just a little clip, so you can clip that on however you want. I tried to make it look somewhat similar to the photo, so this little piece is a separate chain that you have kind of hanging underneath, and then you've got like this one longer piece of chain kind of hanging at the side. I like how that looks. You'll have to let me know if you like how it looks or not. Now obviously this is like a fairly high neck swimsuit option. I do have like a little bit of side boob. Things aren't like fully contained in here, but I actually do think that I could do most activities in this without having anything slip out. It does have some removable padding, but unfortunately this whole portion is open, so I'm finding it wants to like slide up for some reason, so it's not necessarily staying where it needs to be staying. For me, that means I would probably end up wearing pasties under here, which, like, obviously if you're wearing a swimsuit you don't always want to be wearing pasties underneath it, but just keep that in mind if you do want something like covering your nips. It might be kind of hard to keep that in place. Now this one is, once again, very cheeky at the back. Like this would be a full thong for me in a matter of seconds of walking around. And then it is also very open at the back. You can see it basically has like a couple of little crisscrossing strings, and that's it. Definitely a very sexy swimsuit. But I do think that it's nice that if you do want like this super sexy swimsuit with the little chains, you can have this on while you're walking around. and then just unclip it and take the chains off if you actually want to go in the water, because I do think that you would ruin them pretty quick. And those are the 4 pieces I got from the new Kelsey Anderson collab. In general, I would say they were quite cute. Both of these swimsuits I think are nice. This one is probably less my style, but I think that it looks really hot. Once again, I think the bum is maybe just slightly too cheeky for something that I would want to wear on like a regular basis. But I know a lot of people love that. So if you want your bum out, this is a great style for that. Next up, I got a pretty tiny suit. If you've watched this channel for a while, you'll know I typically stay away from anything that I would describe as very skimpy or too teeny tiny. A lot of times they just make me a little bit uncomfortable, but recently I've been really liking how they look on me. So I decided to try this one out because I loved the pink and red colors on this. This is one of my absolute all-time favorite color combos, a light pink with a bright red. I think that they just look amazing together. Now, this top is an underwire top, which is great. So it is actually providing a good amount of support, and it has nice wide straps, which of course I always really appreciate. It does also have an adjustable band, but you'll notice that this one does not have adjustable straps. I'm finding the strap length perfect for me. I wouldn't need to change anything, but really the thing with this bikini that freaked me out was the bottoms, and I will say I think these are still a touch too tiny for my tastes. So this is basically like a teeny tiny piece of fabric that is ruched up along this pink piece that goes all the way around. So both the front and the back, you can make them way smaller if you want by just squeezing them in here and making it a tiny line. I have them extended all the way, and I still feel like they could maybe be slightly wider. I also personally think maybe this could be slightly higher for my comfort level. You'll have to let me know how you like it. The back of this, we're looking at it for 0.1 of a second, is a thong. Straight up thong. This is not something I would probably personally reach for. I feel like it's just a tiny bit too small for me, which is a shame because the top I think is actually super cute and fits really well. But at least I'm not like afraid to try stuff like this anymore. I'll give it a try. I just know that this is not something I'm going to wear on a regular basis. Next up, very different, we have a one-piece option, this time once again with underwire in here. Now, I think that this looks very cute. However, it fits me a little bit awkwardly. These straps are stretchy. So for me to actually get like the support that I would want out of this, I would need to tie them so unbelievably tight that it would definitely hurt my shoulders. So instead, for me, I'm just getting like this awkward, like I have the underwire, but nothing lifting the underwire. So it's not really delivering on anything. Now, I think that the pattern on this is super freaking cute. The like mixed pink paisley, so adorable, very like yeehaw cowgirl to me. I think that that's so cute. Honestly, I opened this up, looked at it, and went pink pony club. That's what this is giving to me. This one is a much fuller coverage across the bum, enough that I would feel comfortable wearing that anywhere. And in general, I think that this one is really cute. Once again, it's a shame that there's not like a real way to like lift the bust in this one. I wish that it had either tie straps that were not elastic and stretchy, or just standard adjustable straps. I think that would make this perfect. But even as it is, I think that it does look super cute. All right, next up we have this retro style swimsuit that has the short style bottom and this really pretty like retro stripe design. I thought that this was so unbelievably cute on the website. I had no idea how it would look on me. I think that it's cute, and I think that it's cool that they have stuff like this that's just very different than other places. The top on this is basically just like a little triangle top. It is slightly long line. It has absolutely no adjustments on the band, but it does have adjustable straps. I feel like the top is ever so slightly small for me. I'm definitely like spilling out of here a little bit, but not so much that it would be a problem. I do also find that the band under here is slightly loose on me. I have a 33-inch band measurement typically, so it definitely is small compared to my chest size. So I do sometimes have this problem with something that's not quite as adjustable. And then the bottoms on this are like basically just little booty shorts. I actually feel like they're very cute. It's funny, I tried a similar pair of like little short style swim bottoms to this from Old Navy recently, and I didn't like them. They weren't my favorite. I think the color on these is what really like made me a believer. I feel like they just look quite cute. And you'll have to let me know if you agree or not, but I actually really, really like them. All right, next up, we have maybe the cutest bathing suit I've tried on recently. I absolutely freaking love this. It is this blue with these really beautiful flowers on it, a little tie in the front, and then it has this little extra piece, so it's not quite a tankini. It almost ends up looking like slightly lingerie-esque. Like that's something that I feel like you usually see in lingerie sets, but I think that it looks so unbelievably cute. It has the mid-rise bottom, which once again, I love a mid-rise. Fairly full coverage on this one. Once again, enough that you could wear this anywhere. And then it has a tie in the front, and this is a true tie, so you can cinch this closer closed if you wanted to have like more crazy cleavage. I like it looking a little bit more natural as it is now. And then this does also have adjustable straps. I feel like this looks so cute. When I say Cupshe has some of the most like unique bikinis I've tried, this is what I'm talking about. This is such a cute style. This is not something I'm seeing everywhere. And it's not something that I would think to go out of my way and look for, but when I see it on their site, I'm like, wow, that's really cute. I think I would love it. And I do. I think that this is perfect. A fun, vibrant pattern, a little bit different of a style with this like little extra ruffly piece. Fits really well. Definitely highly recommend this one. I think this might be my favorite so far. All right, next up, I got something a little bit different from what I usually buy. I find I'm always getting very bright, colorful swimsuits from Cupshe. I rarely go for anything that's a little bit more muted, but I know a lot of people love to wear that, so I thought we would try this one. This has this really beautiful like rose pattern in a kind of off-white over a black. I thought that it looked absolutely gorgeous online, and I think that it does in person as well. Like this is a beautiful swimsuit. It has this little gold detailing in the center with the little extra keyhole, and I am always a big fan of deep V, really low cut one pieces. I just think that they look so good on everybody. This one is a little bit more high cut in the leg, and then it actually is like a somewhat cheeky coverage, which I like, and it is fairly open at the back. I love how this one looks. I actually think that it is very classy looking and definitely would be nice for like a more upscale vacation. I think that it looks a lot more expensive than it is. And just in general, the actual style of this, definitely high up there as one of my favorites. All right, and lastly, but certainly not least, we have this little cover-up dress. As I mentioned at the beginning, Cupshe has so many really cute little vacation dresses and cover-ups. I think you could definitely wear this on a cute little vacation or just as a little summer dress, but I also think that it's very cute as a little swim cover-up. It has these little ties on the side to let you ruche in the shoulders, so if you want this to be narrower or wider, you can kind of adjust it. I think that that looks really cute. It has smocking under the bust, a nice kind of wrap deep V here, and then it is a mini length. I feel like this is very cute, and I've tried a couple of other dresses from Cupshe that are similar to this. They have really similar dresses or even the same dress in quite a few different patterns and colors. So if you don't love the super bright pink with the gold, there's definitely other colors, so don't worry about that. And with that, those are all of the different pieces that I tried from Cupshe this time. In general, Cupshe is just a really cool company to me. I love their swimwear. I think that their clothing for me can be a little bit more hit or miss. Today, I think we had some pretty cute stuff. Sometimes I feel like it's not always worth the money, but their swimwear to me has always been worth it. Like, I don't know if I've actually encountered a swimsuit that I've hated from Cupshe yet. Even something like that little red and pink swimsuit from today that I think was a bit too small for me. It's not necessarily my style, but I still think that it's a good quality swimsuit and it's still quite cute. It's just a little too cheeky for me. But like always, definitely let me know which pieces were your favorite, which ones you maybe didn't like as much, and if you've tried anything from Cupshe, I would love to know how you liked it. And with that, thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you have a fabulous day and that I'll see you next time. Bye!